The New Year's Betrayal. Why I left my perfect wife in silence. Most men spend their lives building a pedestal for the woman they love, never realizing they're just handing her the height she needs to look down on them. I spent 30 years as a high-voltage lineman, risking my life on the wires to make sure Isabella never had to want for a single thing. I thought we were building a kingdom in the heart of Charleston, but as the clock ticked toward midnight this past New Year's Eve, I realized I was just the man who paid for the throne I wasn't allowed to sit on. Her name is Isabella. At 58, she's the kind of woman who makes a room go silent when she enters. She's maintained a silhouette that belongs on a much younger woman, all soft curves and elegant lines wrapped in silk that costs more than my first house. Her skin is the color of honey and cream, smelling of expensive jasmine, and the fine scotch she's developed a taste for. She has dark, heavy-lidded eyes that can still make a man's heart skip a beat, and a way of crossing her legs that's as calculated as a chess move. To the world, she was the ultimate prize. To me, she was the girl I'd adored since we were 20. The tension reached its breaking point at a New Year's Eve gala at the historic Battery. The room was thick with the scent of lilies and old money. Isabella was in her element, wearing a deep emerald dress that clung to her in all the right places, dripping in the diamonds I'd bought her for our 25th anniversary. We were standing with a group of investors she'd been courting for her boutique interior design firm, a business I'd funded by selling my grandfather's coastal acreage. One of the men complimented our partnership, but Isabella just let out a low, sultry laugh that didn't reach her eyes. She leaned into the group, her hand resting on the arm of a younger developer, and said with a playful, sharp edge, "Oh, Hank isn't a partner. He's more like my favorite piece of heavy machinery. I just keep him oiled and fueled, and he does the heavy lifting so I can create the art. He's from the mud and the wire, you see. He doesn't really understand the soul of an empire, but he's remarkably good at paying the invoices. Every visionary needs a reliable beast of burden, right?" The circle chuckled, a few of them looking at me with that half-hidden smirk of the upper class. Isabella didn't look at me. She just flicked her hair back, showing off the curve of her neck, and took a slow, deliberate sip of her champagne. I stood there, my boots polished, but my soul feeling the dirt of 1,000 job sites. In that cold, clear moment, the woman I'd worshipped disappeared. I wasn't her husband. I was an appliance, a bank account with a heartbeat. I didn't say a word. I didn't cause a scene. I simply waited until the countdown began. As the crowd roared, "Happy New Year," and the fireworks exploded over the harbor, Isabella turned to me, expecting a kiss for the cameras.